Okay, so pain patterns and patterns of pain. So again, one of the worst things when you've got sort of chronic, long-term lower back pain is that kind of feeling that you're completely kind of powerless against it, have zero control understanding over it, and you're going to be like that for the rest of your life. So one of the first things to do to kind of start to give you some of that control and that bit of hope, to be honest, back, is looking at the pattern of your pain. There's always going to be a pattern. So that's one of the first things I ask people is, do you have good versus bad days, or does your pain tend to change throughout the day? And I'll give you two examples. So for a lot of people, what they might do is, they wake up in the morning, they generally feel pretty good, but as the day goes on, they start to become more sensitive to pain. They kind of feel a bit, things are getting edgy. Then the idea of the bank account's getting low because you've had bad movement and posture habits throughout the day that have made little withdrawals on that bank account and got it to that verge of almost hitting overdraft, and that's why I think it was a bit edgy and a bit, burnt out. So what we need to do is during the day is understand what your potential aggravators or pain triggers may be that are making withdrawals on that bank account, and how we start to minimize them enough so that we can spare that bank account as much as possible. Now it's pretty impossible to get rid of all of them 100%, but if you're getting below a tolerable level for you, you're going to start to have better days, kind of strong back-to-back, as opposed to kind of good versus bad days. You just have a series of good days because again, you're not draining that bank account and kind of sensitizing your back to pain. Now the opposite of that, to someone who's got more of a stability issue, is they'll generally feel worse first thing in the morning, and as that kind of compression and hence stability on the spine kind of builds up throughout the weight of throughout the day because of the weight of the head on their spine, they'll actually feel better towards the end of the day. But again, go to bed pretty good, they wake up in the morning, they feel all like edgy and sensitive and kind of catchy again. And it's because they've got an instability issue. So again, if we look at the patterns of your pain, what you need to do is start to keep a bit of a basic diary. When does the back feel most edgiest for you? Is it first thing in the morning? Is it the day goes on? Is it somewhere in the middle of the day? Is it, certain days we do more driving for your job maybe, or you've had more meetings, or you've had a big active day of a very particular movement, whether it's involved with bending or twisting or carrying or doing something that's drained that bank account. If you start to see that pattern, you can start to sort of reverse engineer and understand what your mechanical problems are, mechanical weaknesses are, and then we can start to work out, okay, how do we make those tasks less expensive for your back? Can we change how we do them, or can we build strength in certain places that would kind of make you more robust to carry them out without them being as expensive on the lower back? So again, always look for your patterns of pain, and that's the first step to kind of demystify your back injury and start to give you a little bit of kind of power and hope back again that you've got some control over it. So again, look for the patterns of pain. When is it better? When is it worse? Try and work out what's starting to influence how your back feels.